Another day, another English lesson. What would you have done? If imagining the past differently. We use the question, what would you have done if, to talk about imaginary or unreal situations in the past. These situations did not happen, but we imagine them and ask, what if that had happened differently? This structure is useful for talking about regrets, missed opportunities, or alternate outcomes. Sentence structure. A. What would you have done if plus past perfect clause? B. I would have plus past participle. The if clause uses the past perfect tense, even though we're talking about something that didn't happen. The answer uses would have plus past participle to show the imagined past result. Examples. A. I was accepted to college in 2020. B. What would you have done if you hadn't been accepted? A. I would have looked for a job. A. I caught the last train last night. B. What would you have done if you had missed it? A. I would have stayed at a hotel. A. I passed the exam by 1 point. B. What would you have done if you had failed? A. I would have taken it again next semester. Now watch and complete the responses with the correct form of the verb in parentheses.
I arrived just before the doors closed.
What would you have done if you had been late?
I would have attended the next session.
I brought a backup charger.
What would you have done if your battery had died?
I would have taken my notes on paper.
I emailed the teacher before the deadline.
What would you have done if you had written too late?
I would have gotten a penalty.
I looked up the directions before I left.
What would you have done if you had gotten lost?
I would have asked someone for help.
I checked my answers twice.
What would you have done if you had made a mistake?
I would have lost points.
I remembered to bring my ID.
What would you have done if you had forgotten it?
I would have gone home to get it.
I booked the ticket in advance.
What would you have done if there had been no seats left?
I would have chosen another day.
I studied all weekend.
What would you have done if you hadn't studied?
I would have failed the test.
I copied the file to a flash drive.
What would you have done if the computer had crashed?
I would have lost all my work.
I used GPS on the way.
What would you have done if your phone had lost signal?
I would have used a map.
Thanks for learning English with Worldwide ELT. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.